How's everyone doing? Welcome again to Tea Time. We're back.
Man, did y'all miss us last week?
I know you did. I had a whole lot of instant messages and text messages. So we're back and we're ready to talk some tea.
Quick introduction. I'm Tiffany.
Yes. I'm Shauna.
Londi, Tanya.
And we are, I wish that Facebook would let us play music because my pre-games are very epic, y'all. I wish I could hear the music that I very regularly play for these ladies to get us started for the night. Whatever. So
very epic. Got me feeling nice.
Well, very spicy. So guys, let's start with what's on your mind.
Who wants to start? Well, I guess I'll start. What's on my mind is that today is the first day of spring.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. Even though it doesn't feel like it, it just makes me happy that summer is not too far away.
Yes.
Like it's closer than we think. And I'm a summer baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
For those of us in New York, I cannot enjoy it's the first day of spring.
No.
Because we got a storm coming, like a storm coming tomorrow.
So they say.
So I can't really be like, oh, it's spring. Like, it's spring. I don't know.
They say.
Whatever. Okay. What's on your mind, Tom?
Well, I mean, I really didn't have anything this week to pin down. What I will talk about is someone on Facebook said, that's a question they asked their friends. Do you feel uncomfortable watching movies with sex scenes or kissing in front of your parents?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. And, I mean, yes. Like, as soon as somebody starts kissing, I'm like, all right.
Time to go.
I'm going to change the channel. And, like, I know my mom has kissed before, but it's like, ew, I don't want to watch that. I don't need her to be looking at that with me and her understand that we both know what that is. So.
Absolutely.
And did you just say just parents or kids too? You said just
kids.
Well, what do you mean kids?
Too.
Oh,
Kids
yeah.
too.
Yeah, you ever watch something and then your kids come in the room and you're like, oh, okay, you got to change the channel. Like, wait.
Yeah.
For us, definitely, because like even though we're all adults, I feel like that's something big with us. Like anytime my mom is like in the same room as all of us, even if someone says like a curse or something, Lonnie is the one that'll be like, "Oh, sure, you're going to turn the TV down, turn the channel." Mom's in the room. It's like, all right, okay. So I get it.
Absolutely.
Lonnie, what's on your mind?
What's on my mind is the sad story about this little girl,
Oh no.
Anaya. How her mother and boyfriend beat her to death, starve her. But the sad part, okay, that's the sad part. But like the second part of that is the father.
Yeah.
If the mother didn't want the baby, why the mother didn't just give it to the father? The father put up videos and showed how he was active in the child's life. So why she didn't just say, hey, here.
Yeah.
I don't want this baby.
And
I can't do it no more.
He actually went for emergency protection for his child. Like right before that happened.
Yeah, and
he
they
went to
denied
shop. They denied him.
Yeah.
But there was like teachers. There was teachers that put claims out on the mother.
Mm-hmm.
There were. She said it to the principal of her school.
Yeah.
She said, "Mommy hit me," but she said to say that I fell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like
It's like the system failed miserably.
I think they focus on the wrong people.
Yeah.
Like, the kids that's not getting abused, that's the one that in their business.
Yeah.
But the kids that are blatantly in their face, they act like they don't see
They don't see it.
Yeah. I definitely feel like, I mean, in the news a lot, I feel like lately it's been so many people like killing their kids or hurting their kids. I'm so like, what's going on? These are kids. These are babies. If you don't want them, like, I mean, there are people that will adopt kids. There are people that like, I mean, there's so many different avenues that you can go to rather than your first option being like, I'm just going to kill the kids. Like, it's, I don't know. I don't think I like it. I mean, this is like this little epidemic people got going on is very, I woke up this morning, the first news story I saw online was something about somebody killing her kids. And I was like, I'm going back to bed. I don't even want to see it. Like,
it has to come to a point where you have to say, I need help.
Yeah.
You know, parenting, I'm not a parent, but I know parenting is not easy.
It's not.
Especially if you are one of a single parent or two, a parent with a mate, but they're not doing what they're supposed to. So you feel like a single parent.
Yeah.
So, but there has to be a point where you say, I need help. Okay.
Right.
This is getting too much.
Yeah.
Before anything happens, you're the adult. You need to be able to say, I need help.
Yeah, and I agree. It is out of spite. The story I read this morning, the father told the mother he wanted to get a divorce, and that he was going to try to take the kids, and she took the kids upstairs while he was sleeping and killed both of the kids. Now, my thing is, okay,
God.
he didn't say he had filed a divorce already. Maybe I was going to talk about it. There's no guarantee they would have gave him the kids. For you to just automatically be like,
Kill him.
I'm going to kill him.
That's crazy.
Why would you spite that? And even in her 911 call, she was just basically like, he's going to take my kids. I'm not giving him my kids.
Yeah, but still.
Okay, but now neither of y'all have them. So now what was the point?
Exactly.
Let the children have a chance to live, not just take their life because you are unhappy.
Right.
Exactly. What's on my mind? Okay, guys, honestly, I'm sorry. We went from like down to, this is not a up. This is just something, this was on my mind last week. The weather had us kind of like down, but still on my mind. So, am I the only one that feels like O.J. Simpson needs something better to do?
But those are old interviews.
It is an old interview.
Yeah, but so why are they releasing it now?
It should have never been made. He
Yeah,
should have made the interview. Ever.
Exactly. It was an old interview. It should never have been done. The melanin in my skin will not allow me to admit whether OJ did this or not.
OJ did it.
He did it.
He did
I
it.
cannot
But that's the
say.
one we got in the bag because
sorry.
a whole bunch of them did stuff and they didn't get it.
I think he did.
I will not say yes, OJ did it.
He did it.
But I'll say this. Okay. This interview was the weirdest thing ever. I did not watch the whole thing because I'm not going to give 2 hours of my time to this OJ lost confession ? I was not going to give it to him. But when I went back and I was like looking at the highlights of the interview, if you can call them highlights, I was like, what the heck was really OJ? I mean, it was so bad. There was like a point where he told them something like he still goes to this lady's grave and screams at her. Why do you do that? Even if you do that, you should have never told nobody that. Like, even if that is what you do.
But I mean, what was his book called? If I Did Do It?
Yes.
Like,
So
Yeah.
So in the interview, he's talking about this hypothetical situation about what have happened if he had done it. Somebody should have, one, defined hypothetical to O.J. Simpson. Second of all, as he's going along, the story starts to go into like, I remember doing this. I remember grabbing the knife. He's talking as if he definitely is discussing what he did. The most uncomfortable part of the highlights of the interview for me was after he tells this whole story about how he killed these people. Then he goes, of course I should back up because this is hypothetical. The laugh he did was so uncomfortable. I was like, did you just laugh about these people's death? Did you just laugh about a murder, bro? I definitely needed everybody who is in charge of OJ's camp to have been like, nah. Bro, we can't do it.
There's nobody in charge of OJ's camp.
12 years ago, somebody should have said, nah, this ain't the one.
Hey, cuz, how you doing?
cousin.
Somebody just said 12 years ago, like, nah, this is not the interview for you.
Oh,
to do
my
at all.
cousin's on too. Hey, Deja.
Hey, girl. Yeah, so I just definitely feel like I need to talk to y'all about this OJ situation. I was not okay with it. There's so many other things y'all could be talking about. Like I said, the juice is loose. So free OJ. The black
He's free already.
he's free. I cannot.
Just leave him alone.
I just cannot
Charles
personally
don't
say.
care about anything.
Charles
He
said
just
he's mad because he made him miss the fourth quarter of the Knicks in the finals. They weren't going to win anyway.
They weren't
no,
gonna win.
it
They
wasn't.
weren't going to win.
Sorry,
Like, honestly,
you already know what
is
happened.
that the reason why the Knicks was gonna win? Okay,
He missed
it's not.
something. He didn't miss anything.
I'm just saying, honestly, juice, let it go. I can't say he did or he didn't do it, but it's done, juice. It's done. All right.
Yeah, leave him alone.
Oh my god.
It's done.
he did it.
Yeah, so that was on everybody's mind today. That was it was very problematic. Anyway, exactly. Like, so this week's episode we are talking about social media. We are on
Yes.
we're on social media. Thank
Yes.
y'all. Oh, who's all these like hearts and smiles? I'm loving this, guys.
It's sad faces.
Charles, sad face, because he said I said Knicks was going to win.
Oh, they were Charles. They weren't gonna win.
Oh,
were
yeah.
they?
How- I see
They
this.
weren't. They haven't.
Charles.
They're
All
not.
right, you got it.
However, we need those likes and those hearts, though. You can
So thanks.
put that in there. Thank you.
you.
Throw that in there. So this week we're talking social media. So I thought this was a good topic because for this week, I personally had to take a few days to unplug. I feel like I am very social media out. I don't know about y'all ladies. So me personally, I have my personal Facebook page. I am co-admin on Tea Time. I'm co-admin on Glam Dolls. I'm the primary admin on my Elks Temple page. I have my personal Instagram, my hair Instagram. Tea Time and Glorious Glam Dolls has an Instagram. I have a Twitter and a Snapchat. I feel like I am way too accessible. And everybody that follows me on everything knows I post literally on every one of these platforms. It's never something that not every day, but I keep up with it. If you comment on something, if you like something, I engage with people. My hair page, I haven't been keeping up as much as I should, but I will engage with people that comment on things. We're constantly engaged on Glam Dolls. We're constantly on Tea Time. So it's just a lot. So this week, I think I just signed out of everything for a couple of days, and I was like, I need to unplug because it's so much, and it's like an information overload. It's not just what I'm giving out, but it's like what's coming back in. And I was definitely just like, I need a minute. So I thought it would be good for us to talk about how much is too much. At what point is like sharing too much? So first of all, social media wise, what was everybody's first social media sign up?
Can you call AOL the AOL Messenger social media?
AIM.
Because I guess that would be
AIM.
it. AIM. And actually, the funny thing is, I didn't have a computer. I went to her house.
Like,
With that little sound.
Yeah.
You had to
dial-up.
plug into the phone
Yeah.
line. Somebody called it, cut you off.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, same thing.
AIM.
AIM. I mean, we all did like Black Planet,
Yeah.
MySpace.
Mejente.
Yes.
Why was you on Mejente?
We don't know
Mejente.
what Mejente.
Mejente is like this for Spanish people. Why was you on that?
Who was on? Somebody else had to be on Mejente but me.
No.
No? Anybody that's
I've
on here?
I've
No?
never heard of the
No, I heard of
Man.
If anybody else on Mejente, comment in this because Shauna's on her own on this.
Yes.
No, Mejente was just like another version of Black Planet. It came out the same
But
time.
for Spanish people though, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Wow.
I
that
was into
high
Spanish
five.
guys, so it was whatever.
Right. I mean, right. High five. Somebody else saw something.
And I didn't know about high five.
I remember high five.
I wasn't on high five.
I mean, it wasn't popping like that, but I remember high
Yeah,
five.
yeah.
Somebody one day mentioned like Skonex or something. I don't even know what that is.
Skonex.
I don't know what that is. If anybody knows what Skonex is, please let me know. I don't know what Skonex is. Yeah, it's just like social media is too much.
Owen, as I sit here on the toilet watching your show.
Look, Owen, but this is good social media. This is good stuff. I just feel like
Watch this truck.
Maybe I'm on social media a little bit too much. Not right now. This is good.
This
Stay
one is
on
good
the
stuff.
toilet and stay
But
watching.
that's an example.
Yeah.
right.
You can't now. You used to go to the bathroom and just do your business. Now you have to have your phone.
Right.
And
It's like a newspaper. You have to have your
Yeah,
phone.
it's true.
Sure.
what you gonna say?
No, so she said, I'm like a newspaper now. You get up in the morning, first thing you do, check your phone and see what the weather is, see who's saying what. That's your newspaper in the morning now.
Hop on Shade Room. It's like so much. Honestly, I mean, it's to the point where
But it is too much sometimes.
it is.
Trying to go like, let me see what's on Facebook. Let me see what's on Instagram. Let me see what's on Snapchat. Let me see what's on Twitter. It's like,
Too
oh,
much. It's too much.
You drive yourself crazy looking at all this stuff. So I want us to kind of go. So we gonna go through some topics, and I want to play a game we're gonna call "Put It Up or Shut Up." Okay. So things that you should shut up about, that you probably should not talk about, and things that you're gonna put up, but that's like okay to put up, because there's some stuff that's like probably you probably should keep to yourself. Okay. So what do you ladies think about? Okay, let's simple stuff. Check-ins. So you know how you go somewhere and they be like, check in at your food location or where you at or whatever.
Shut up.
Shut up.
I don't have to know
Shut
that
up.
you're at Hotel 6.
Shut up.
I don't have to know that
I have to say I do check in sometimes. But if I'm checking in at like a restaurant or like a specific place, I will check in after I leave.
Right.
Like
That's why I'm okay with
once
it.
I leave,
After you go.
but in general, what bothers me is like, oh, check in here, and then they leave. Check in there, check in here. It's so unsafe.
Most times when I check
really
in,
is unsafe.
I'm already going from that place.
Yeah.
I'm already on the way home.
Exactly.
I might already be home. I might just check in and tell y'all where I was at. But like, I don't really mind check-ins. Like, that's not so horrible. Okay.
Just for safety reasons,
Exactly.
it's not kind of good. You might be checking in some places.
Hey,
Somebody,
honey.
oh, they're not home. Hey,
Okay.
they might not be home. Okay, now they gotta go.
Exactly. Or not even they're not home. Now you know where I am.
Right.
You're going to show up somewhere.
Now you're gonna show up.
Like,
Like
stalkers.
exactly,
Yeah.
stalkers and like people that want to get you or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, y'all hiding out.
I don't know. You never know. These people crazy.
Okay, what about food? You put it up or shut up?
Can we do a dual thing with that? Like, it depends. If you you got to know your food look good. Don't be putting up them nasty Thanksgiving plates.
Them nasty hot dog and
Same
stuff.
thing, whether if it looks good or not. We all eat because the people
macaroni.
the people who put up
I don't even see
nasty
your food.
looking food, they think their food is good.
We all eat that.
It may taste good,
We all
but
eat it. Well, I gotta see you ate macaroni or you drinking a drink. Yeah? Yeah?
Like,
Whatever.
I feel like some
I like
stuff-
it when a plate looks pretty. Like, when you go to a restaurant and a plate looks pretty. Yeah. I like pretty plates.
I mean, right. I like
Stolen and
Charles,
chicken.
you do it a lot, Charles.
Exactly.
If you can't cook, shut up,
She
Owen.
calling names.
Your food look good, Charles, but if you
The
like,
food does
how do
look
I know
good.
you liked it? Just say I like the food at Checkers. You don't got some of your burger, Charles.
That's a good thing too. If
I
you
love
do
you, though.
things like that, you can promote that. I'm having this plate at BBQ's. Come taste this steak platter.
Most of the time, just make me hungry. That's it.
Right. I mean, I do it a lot.
I can't get it.
I think I do it more like when I go to unique places. Like if it's
Exactly.
something like I'm not gonna post up BBQ's food like because y'all all eat BBQ's. But if it's something like when we went to the ice cream place,
Right.
remember, and they
Yeah.
made the ice cream in front of me, I definitely posted that up. I thought that was very cute. Like that was like
And I've
something
never
like
been
that.
so-
Right.
If it's a review of a place and you're trying to show your friends, that's different. Like, oh, look at this. This is a really good how they made the steak. That's fine. But if it's regular food that everybody eat, a regular burger or a regular drink that we all eat before, I don't want to see it.
Like Thanksgiving, yeah, you can probably shut
Exactly.
up.
Shut up. That's what I said. Can we do a dual thing? It depends.
You can shut up. All right. So okay, workplace.
I don't understand.
Things about work. Like, do you put up like things about clients or things about like
Absolutely not.
Because your boss might have that social media.
Well, you're a little
do.
different.
Right.
You're a little different. And your job is a little different.
Yeah. For me, it's a put up and a shut up. Put up because I do hair, so I have to put up things about what I'm doing.
Right.
I put up different things about promotion and stuff because I want like to promote my own stuff, my own work. But shut up because those of y'all know where I work at. Y'all know I can tell you some things. So then I'm just gonna shut up. I'm not gonna tell you about what's happening at work. That's fine.
I don't put anything up. I work in education. I work in education. I don't put up anything about my kids because a lot of kids are not. Parents don't want them on social media, so I'm not gonna post pictures of your child. They're not my kids, and then I'm not gonna also put where I work.
Yes.
You'll just see it says I work in education only because then once I put where I work, then now my actions and my words have to go and say, well, my words are not the words of blah 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 job.
Right.
So I really not know where I work at. So if I'm saying anything sideways or whatever, it's not a
Reflection.
reflection on them. I'm not gonna. I don't sit there and I don't friend. Like I have friends on Facebook that are my workers, my coworkers. Those are my cool coworkers. My boss is never gonna be my friend. Facebook keeps popping up saying, "Oh, she is somebody you should be your friend." I'm not gonna friend my boss. When I'm mad about the job, I don't want to see that. That's
See that?
different.
Exactly.
So certain things about the job, keep it private. Don't get fired.
Exactly. I don't post things like she said because I'm in education as well. I don't post things. However, I do post activities, but I make sure it's just of the activity and not of the child's face. So I do post, but you have to be very careful when you're dealing with other people's children on what you're posting.
And I can't post
Yeah.
my clients because I don't know their family members have Facebook. And now I'm talking about their grandmother.
Yeah, how she made you mad.
She made me mad. Like,
Right.
such and such got on my nerve. Like, oh, that's my grandmother. Like,
Oh.
Right.
sorry, can't do it.
And even lately, I find that when I post most of my work, like I don't put I lately don't really put people front facing. I'll put more a picture of their hair in the back, like the end result of their hair as opposed to them and their hair. Just because I'm like, I don't want nobody to feel no kind of way. Like I don't owe you nothing. So
it's good for advertising. Like
Right.
being that she put the back of the hair, so you know, oh, I like that style. I know Tiffany do it.
Well, if you're selling something or you are doing a service, you have to push it up to social media. That's different.
Yeah.
But if it's anything negative,
Something negative.
about your job, don't
Yeah.
do it.
No.
And if you do have people already on your social media that's from your job, please be careful what you posting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you will lose your job.
Yeah.
They look at stuff like that.
Yeah.
People look you up. I have looked people up that wanted to work for me. So just so you know, I've done it. And I'm tiny. So they, them big conglomerates and them big businesses,
Right.
they're looking. They are looking.
Most jobs on their resume have Facebook.
Oh, they
want
do?
you- yeah.
I don't put that on
They
I
my
didn't
want
know
you to
that.
put your Facebook.
your
on
Facebook.
I'm not-
Yeah, I'm never gonna give you my Facebook information. If you find it, you gotta find it. I'm never
Yeah,
gonna give
I'm
you that
never-
information.
No.
Mind your business.
Exactly.
So
Wow.
that's definitely.
I didn't even know that. Okay.
Yeah.
They do. A lot of times I'll skip over it.
No, give me my Facebook.
They want to see what kind of person that,
Exactly.
Don't worry about that.
If
I'm
you're
a good worker.
drinking and or smoking and guns, okay,
Yeah.
I'm not hiring her.
Right.
Exactly. Okay. So now Owen said workplace matters is good if it's promotional. So then with that, what do y'all feel about good news? How much are you sharing about good news? So good news, I mean like you got a new job, you got a promotion, like something good happened to you. How do y'all feel about like good things happening to whatever? Like
Nothing wrong. Post whatever you want to
Post.
post. And,
Yes.
I mean, the only
You can
why
say-
not? If I got a job, everybody on my page supposed to be my friends and my family, so you should cheer me on and high fiving and happy faces and thumbs
Exactly.
up. So I'm posting it because I'm trying to be like, congratulations. Like I say congrats to everybody else.
Yeah,
And there should be no haters on my page because I don't friend haters. So
I don't friend haters,
I'm
but
a
sometimes
post it. I'm a
sometimes haters develop, and I never delete anyone, and I never like block anybody unless it's disrespectful.
you should see this come up.
But she knows me. I don't care. I leave everybody on it. Even if we were friends and you develop into a hater, you stay right on my page.
If you look that deep, you could put like, "Oh, I'm having a baby." If you look at your likes, some people will like it. When you say something negative, now it's different people liking it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what you post.
Exactly.
Some people say things like "Don't post your blessings" because the haters are watching. But I'm telling you, like I feel
No,
like
I
everybody,
post it.
Yeah,
y'all all like my
true.
people, so y'all shouldn't have to.
Yeah, baby.
You know.
getting married. Good
So
job,
I would
like
say
that.
from blessings and promotions, you can put it up.
Yeah.
Put it up. Yeah. Yeah, you can put up blessings and promotions, good things.
Absolutely.
Okay. So for like,
But wait.
mm,
So what if it's you got engaged, but before that you told about this man how he ain't nothing, and you just said so much negative. Now you saying, oh,
I'ma still put it
got
up.
engaged.
Mind your business.
I say when it comes down to yes, because no.
Tanya,
Wait.
shut
Now,
up.
are y'all saying the engagement you shut up about?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why?
No.
But
If you engage, if it's good, put it up. If all of a sudden y'all break up and y'all not together no more, don't take that time to be like, he's so dirty, he's so nasty, I can't stand that.
Now
shit.
Tuesday, I'm
Exactly.
engaged.
No.
That I agree with.
Stop it. Like, you look mad bipolar.
Yeah. Which is it? Do you hate him?
Shut up.
Do you hate him? Do you like him? Why is he really marrying you? Because you're really unstable.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like, okay, so are we? So we agree fights and breakups you shouldn't. Now I know I'm guilty of that. He not watching, but Lord knows my poor ex-husband knows we went through it, and I was like, "You a bum? You hate you?" Da, da, da. I was very quick to post up stuff, but like, how do y'all feel as far as like, how far do you break up? Like, do you put breakups? Like, if you are like in a relationship with so and so, when y'all break up, do you hit like single, or like do y'all do the "it's complicated" button?
I don't do anybody.
You're not doing that for your friend. You're doing
Exactly,
that
for
for
him.
him. You want to show him you hate. Like nobody really cares.
Exactly.
No, you want him to see complicated. You want him to see all the memes about single life, doing me.
Right, exactly.
Strong woman, but they make him
living life.
You want him to see that.
him.
You post the pictures of you going out with your friends,
Yeah.
all the dresses. It's all for him.
Yeah.
And to us, we like, yo, we don't care. Stop.
Yeah.
Now the statuses, I normally leave my status as far as like if you're in a relationship or not. I kind of leave it the way it is, even when I'm not. Like for the last 10 years, I've been in a relationship. I haven't been in a relationship for the whole 10, 15 years. However, I leave it like that because when I change it,
Yeah.
the floodgates of it's just too much.
Yeah.
So I leave it.
You getting the pictures in the
Yes,
inbox you
it's
don't
just-
want.
yeah.
Hey, big head,
Hey,
you all
you
right?
all right?
People want to be
What
nosy.
you
I
doing
think people
Friday?
be waiting for
Like,
those.
no,
Yeah.
I'm good. Mm-mm.
Okay, so we
If
not
you wanted
doing
to shoot
fights.
your shot, you should have shoot your shot a long time ago.
Okay, how much are we sharing love wise? So
Public relationship. TJ just
Pub-
asked that.
right, public relationship.
Oh,
Yeah.
mommy is
All right, hey mom.
Mommy's there. Mom.
Public relationship. So okay, how much are y'all sharing dating, marriage? Like, what are you putting up? Now, y'all know me, right? So I post all kinds of stuff. I man crush Monday him, he woman crush Wednesday me. We be like all in love, kissy kissy. I don't mind that. Like, I don't mind y'all knowing. Like, I mean, y'all not gonna know. People won't know everything that's about me.
I think in this day and age, keep it. To
Thank you,
yourself.
Tanya.
Keep it to yourself.
Mm-mm.
Keep it
No.
to
So
yourself.
I don't y'all don't have to know everything about your relationship,
No.
but like,
I don't put everything up, but
No.
I'm gonna put up my business because it's my page. And I tell everybody, you don't like it, please scroll up, please delete, please block.
there's a good old unfriend button.
But there's always a girl. I feel.
I don't care. I don't.
Use
those girls
man
should not
crush.
be my
Man
friend.
crush Monday. They put a heart.
They should be my
From
friend,
your man.
but they should be my friend. How they got my page? Nobody should be friending a heart in my husband. How they got my page?
You're right. Like, I got questions.
He should have no friends that heart his picture. How they got his page? We all should be friends, and you know my status, and you know his status. So like, it shouldn't be a problem. I post a picture of him. The only thing I'm not gonna post is anything that's wrong. Right now, you must can fight like cats and dogs. You ain't never gonna hear it.
Right.
I
because it's not
we
nobody's
always
business.
happy. Now, I'm never gonna tell you a different about my marriage ever.
Right.
Oh, look at me. Now I'm not posting every day the loving stuff. I post anniversaries. I post when we go out, stuff like that. But it's no problem. That's my page.
Yeah.
That's my page. I don't. But love is beautiful. So post your love.
Yes. Yeah.
And there should be no hate on your page. And anybody that don't like it, delete them. They're not your friend.
Yeah.
Right. I agree with Tanya. I'm like that because even right now, don't think that because, you know, being love, that me and Terrell don't have bad times. Yeah, we do. But I'm never going to tell you that. Like, there's never a time for me to tell you, like, the bad stuff that we're going through. I'm going to tell you the good stuff. Like, we happy,
There's
we
people
whatever.
waiting for you to say.
Hey,
yeah, I
Aaron.
know.
Aaron. Hey,
Hey,
We're
Aaron.
talking about how much is too much on social media. We're talking about right now, should you post love or your boyfriend or your relationship on social media?
No.
I personally, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I don't. If you look at my page,
I have
you
a
won't
cold. I'm sorry, I have a cold, guys. If I sound like this, I'm just really sick.
Like a mess.
a mess. But I really, if you look at my page, you wouldn't even think that I was in a relationship. But I am
But that's your private
for a long
business.
time.
That's
But I'm
your
just saying
business.
that's my personal thing.
Yes.
I don't post anything. Like you won't see a thing.
Yeah.
And the reason I don't do that is because people are just parse my words.
Yeah.
People are just nosy.
They are.
And they
are.
just want to be in your business, not to be happy for
No.
you, and not to be like
They want to know. Like,
they want to
what's-
know, and then it becomes messy, and then I become messy, and then I become petty, and then nobody's gonna like me.
I don't become petty. I'm always petty. I was
That's
up
what I
petty.
mean. When you start things start, oh, you man crushing, oh yeah, she don't know. Or maybe there's people wishing that you know, maybe they like your man.
I'm thinking,
or
don't
they
post
don't.
anything you don't want anybody to comment on or anybody get involved in. If you put
Right.
it out there, it's
Exactly.
down for everybody to enjoy. So whatever you want, stay secret. That's up to you.
So what do you think? Aaron said post love, but I don't post or tag him in anything.
Right.
Okay.
Well, that's up to you. You don't want anybody to know your business or your man. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's what I do.
But I really don't think, even if you do post your love, don't post your up and downs of your love either. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessary. Like,
No.
if you love them, but don't hate them today, love them tomorrow, hate them today, love them
Right.
tomorrow.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's annoying.
Exactly.
You
It's annoying.
like,
I've been the victim of doing that.
Like I hate this.
Person in my own social media.
And then next week, my boo.
Yeah,
like,
my hubby.
What's the caption? Y'all know what's the caption? What's understood doesn't need to be
Yeah,
explained.
explain.
You already know once you see that picture, you already know. You're like, oh, she back again, y'all.
Exactly.
She done took him back.
Yeah.
All right, so fine. It's a kind of a in between. Guys, we playing put it up or shut up. So should you shut up about things going on, or are you gonna put up stuff?
And if
that you
y'all have
posting?
any questions, anything y'all want to know what we would do, you can put them in the description of the comments.
Right. Oh, Shay said, hey girl, she said, don't even post subliminal messages. But
Yes.
but like Tanya said, I feel your subs are just for the person you mad at. Because when you put up those like single love and life, don't need nobody, that's not for everybody else.
No, but
that's because you want him to know that.
The subliminals I don't like is if I was talking to you, I would have said it to you. How do you like? Okay, so if you're in an argument with you, if I'm not talking to you and I'm not talking to you and I'm not talking to you, right?
Yeah.
You feel like I'm talking to you, but in my soul I'm talking to her.
Right.
So now you mad, and you mad,
Yeah.
because we both all having something.
Yeah.
So why are you doing that? And then post and delete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I don't like. I'm not gonna post nothing and delete it.
Yeah.
I said what I said. Okay.
Yeah.
Once I post it, well, you don't like it. Scroll, unfriend me. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna delete it. Once I said it, I said it.
Subliminals make more problems than they solve.
I don't post subliminals. I at you.
Exactly. If I can't
At
ask
me,
you,
bro.
Time I've added people. I want you to know something about you. I want you to know.
Tag you.
I want you to know. And it's
Yeah.
only because I can't find you or I can't call you the song. That's the only reason I'm posting and things like that. But
Yeah.
stop posting subliminals. Don't do that. Don't do
Just
that.
be
No.
direct. And
Be
if
direct.
you have
Call the
something to
person,
say, say it.
Say it to me.
Come
To
at
me,
me.
because then 3 and 4 different people think that subliminal is about them, and you about to have 3 and 4 different problems.
Not everybody mad. Like I saw what you said. Like
Exactly.
it wasn't about-
that shoe didn't even fit you. You got it on. Like mine, get out of it. All right. So I see that TJ says about your kids. So how do y'all feel about family stuff? Posting kids. So Londi, what do you put about what about kids?
I think so. Why not? I can't put like my son graduated. Or, like, he got a good grade.
It's my kid. It's my.
Why did you put shut up?
It's
Why
my
did you
page.
put shut up,
It's my
though?
page. Everybody on my page. It's my friends and my family. I
Yeah,
don't.
so maybe
I
I
don't
want
friend
everybody to
anybody
see.
that I think is a danger to my kids. So
Yeah.
if it's a picture, you should be like, "Oh my God, look at Zoe. You
Look
should
how
know her
big she
name.
got.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that, you should know my kids.
Well,
Like,
they
I don't.
didn't know. They know that. Yeah.
Everybody watching should know. Well, y'all, some of
I
y'all
get
don't.
you.
But I'm just saying, like, if I put something up about my kids,
Yeah.
if you know them, and I feel safe. Now, I should have the problem with that.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
I say put it up. Don't put it up like straight out the box. Like
Don't
when
put
it,
naked pictures.
you
in
know,
the
like
bathtub and
you know,
stuff.
it's
All right.
different. You know, if
Yeah.
you know, appropriate picture.
Right.
Yeah.
No naked pictures.
No
in the
naked
bathtub.
pictures.
That's
No
too
like, oh, just born with like the umbilical fluid or whatever. Still like, I saw one guy.
Exactly.
He posted and he's cutting the cord like that.
No, you know what? Don't. My issue with
Those
kids,
are personal phone.
don't put,
Yeah.
Don't put anybody else's.
No,
kids.
no, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't put
Yes.
nobody else's.
Unless I have
kids.
permission.
Aaron says some people got ugly kids. Aaron, that's a totally different topic. Okay.
Don't put anybody else's kids up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I will crop a kid out and just have my kids up there because I don't think it's appropriate.
Yeah,
I don't do that.
Some people will go to the hospital and visit, someone who just had a baby, and they don't put their picture.
Picture.
Oh, I just saw.
This is why I said put it up and shut up. Because, I mean, okay, so y'all know I'm currently pregnant. Put it up. Y'all are going to get flooded with Prince T'Challa's pictures. If this baby gets here, if you don't want to see pictures of my baby, you should probably unfriend me the day I say I'm going into labor because you about to see this baby,
So what
okay?
happened if I put up a picture first before you?
That is when I have to say shut up. I don't want anybody posting a picture before I post my picture. Let me post
Right.
up a picture of my
Right.
son first before everybody else sees.
Right,
Like
right.
your friends shouldn't see it, and if my friends haven't even seen it, like certain things, let me do it first. Or like certain things I just don't do. Like even though I'll post up status about being pregnant, I won't post up anything like my sonogram pictures. Like I feel like those are kind of personal. I mean that like you'll see him when he get here. Like you don't need to see him in there. Like you'll see him when he gets here. You know, you're welcome. But certain things, I mean, like I ain't call nobody out, right? But, like I remember when I was married before, like when I got married, before I like got home good that night, my wedding pictures were up and tagged, and people were like, congratulations. There are pictures of me in my wedding dress, people like during the ceremony. And it made me kind of feel like away because I just felt like, well, dang, let people know I got married. Like, let me get excited about it. Certain things you shouldn't do. I think when my sister got married, you did let people know, like, don't post anything
I
up.
told everybody don't post anything up. I mean, people did post videos and stuff. But what I did was at my reception, when I got a minute, I posted the first picture of us up first. Because, but my people did respect. People didn't post anything about my wedding until maybe a couple days later. They waited. Because it's like, dang, can I post my pictures up first?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Everybody's just so quick to post.
Exactly. So as people are coming in, we're talking about social media and like the things that you should post, what you shouldn't post, like how much you should keep to yourself, what you shouldn't keep to yourself. No, Owen, nobody needs to see what's going on in my uterus at all. Again, you will see this baby when he gets here. Not like outside of that. Like I just feel like I don't know. I'm weird. Like you don't need to see my sonogram picture. Like I'll send them or I'll text whoever I need to, or like I don't know. Just you'll see him when he gets here. Stop worrying about like whatever. Okay. So family. Now, Lonnie, you said you put up right. So you have kids different ages. What do you do as far as your like kids putting up?
What do you mean? As far
Like
as about what they put up?
No, like, do you have a limit of what you put up?
Yeah, well, not really. Yes and not really. Like I'll put their grade. Okay, I don't like to put grades up. I see some people that do it. Say, oh, my son did a good grade. So I don't. I don't know why. I just don't. Not because they don't have a good grade. They do. But I just don't. I won't put that. But I'll put like if my son he wants to be a model, I'll put his picture up. Or he did. He's graduating, so I put all his graduation day pictures, birthday pictures, things like that. But I won't go too deep in it because I'm not putting each and every, like, you know, you don't want to flood people with, oh, here she goes again with another, okay, another kid picture, okay.
Okay. So, I mean, I agree. I don't know. I'm just like, certain things in my family. What about, like, death things? So, like.
No.
I'm sorry. Where's my paper? Where's my paper? And that's a big problem. People will, like, I've had instances on social media where people will, like, the family doesn't even know yet that the person is deceased, and it will be blasted on social media, on Facebook.
You don't know who knows that. Don't do it yet. Wait, it's not your news to tell. It's like
it's not.
Even if your family member, it could be your uncle or your great cousin. They have closer family members closer than that. They got moms, they got brothers. Wait, do not post it till that person or their mother or their immediate family post, because you could be telling somebody that don't know.
No, exactly. Yes. And then you know what I think it is? Because social media is like, oh, information, and we all want information, but we want to be the first one to give it.
Yeah.
Like we want to be, go tell that, go run, tell that. We want to be that person. And it's like, oh, I found it. Let me put it up first. See how many likes I get. People are living in a world of likes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm going to put this up because I'm going to get so many likes.
Yeah.
That's insensitive. Like, it's not, like, stop.
Yeah. When it comes to family.
Yeah.
Stuff, no.
It's so prevalent.
I'm dipping out for 1 minute. I have a cold. I'm not blowing my nose on camera.
Look, y'all like that. We appreciate that.
Very like stuffed up.
Exactly, and I see. Okay, so Nick said the same thing. Aaron said the same thing. Like that's what I'm saying. As far as like, I should not find out that somebody passed away via Facebook. Like that's when it becomes awkward. Like there are people that have found out died, or like situations happen. You be like, oh my God, and you're sad about it, but like you should not have even found that out.
How did you know? Oh,
Facebook told me.
Yeah, like I mean, it definitely is. It's not good. My mom. That's the reason why my mother hates Facebook. Like my mother hates Facebook because sometimes she likes it. Y'all who are friends with my mother, y'all know my mother likes Facebook, but at the same time, she hates the news aspect of it. Like some things. Welcome back, Tanya. Something you should, and I agree that you okay. So you cannot do the coffin pictures. So.
Don't do that.
No.
Why are you taking it?
And then you put it as your profile picture.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
It could be in your phone if you want to do that.
Why though?
If you want to take a picture of your family member for your
Just
personal
don't put it on
gain,
Facebook.
Yeah.
Don't
But
put
it's
it on
like-
Facebook. it's not a photo shoot. Somebody died.
now it's too much.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm always snacking.
Don't do that.
Yeah, like don't put coffin pictures. I just don't like to scroll on Facebook and I'm randomly seeing like somebody dead in a casket, babies dead in caskets. Like, please don't do that to me. I don't really want to see that. And it's not that I don't want to tell you I don't want to see it, but
Yeah.
it's just
I
kind of.
don't want to see it.
I don't.
Maybe
I don't want to see it.
you know, your aunties or your grandmother or your mama maybe don't want that up there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's just it's very touchy because I mean you're looking at like
Very creepy.
I don't know. You just don't want to share. I mean, I had a friend when I was in college that passed away, and like someone posted her picture up and was just kind of like, you know, for those who couldn't make it to the funeral service. I understood the sentiment behind it, but I guess I just felt like one of her friends was like, for those who couldn't make it to the funeral, and they had posted like a picture of her in the casket.
No.
I understood like the sentiment behind it.
Right.
At the same time, I was just kind of like,
No, it's creepy. I don't. I'm
You
sorry.
know, we let some things have to stay secret. Some things have to stay
Yes.
secret.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Your final resting service should not be on social media. I'm sorry.
Oh no, well, a lot, you know, as far as being in the church, a lot of the officials or pastors do have their funerals live.
Like the funeral, I'm saying, but as far as zooming in on the body, the
Oh,
casket,
yes,
like,
okay.
come on, I don't want to
They
see
do
that.
have like, you know, live feeds
Like-
or whatever.
I
R.I.P.
can't even
Yeah.
tell you, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
TJ Trunks, yes, please stop with that. If you're in the hospital, you sick, focus on what you focus on what's going on.
Yes.
I hate with the
Hospital
the
bracelet.
and or the IV, y'all pray for
But I'm
that.
telling you,
Like,
it's not that sick.
Not sick.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they want to be seen.
Not sick.
Likes. I want you to pay attention to
Like,
me.
God, you said ER, you said, you
Yeah.
said pictures? Yeah, like, really, bud.
I have never been in the emergency room where my first thought was, let me take a picture.
Yeah.
let me tell everybody I'm in the emergency room. real
Let me
quick.
take a
Like,
picture.
Yeah.
No.
it's weird because I just
Some
feel
things
like,
need to be personal. Some
And,
things.
and I hate people put like the hospital bracelet or like, I don't like you to go damn, and that's it.
like, what if,
You're going to tell me
be
more.
anything.
What?
Yes,
You want me to, now you want me to be like, what happened?
Exactly.
You want people to say, what happened?
Exactly.
Hey, Oprah.
What's going
Look at y'all.
on?
Look at
Hey, Oprah, we got Oprah
We got
watching.
Oprah watching.
Hey, girl.
If you're not gonna tell it, don't tell it. Don't
Yeah.
tell the whole story, and that's it. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take social media now because everybody do it is like the new phone call. Something happened to me, so you know how
Yeah.
before
Tell the whole
you
story.
would call, oh my God, let me tell you what happened, let me tell you what happened. So now I'm just gonna send a mass.
But
To
it's not
everybody.
that. You're not sending that to your family. You're sending to everybody because you want people to feel sorry for you.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
And half of nobody coming to see you in the hospital. Your real friends will. All people you want to put on social media, they're not
They're
going
not
to come see you.
coming.
No.
Because I mean,
And they really don't care. Like
sad
they'll like and
emojis.
put the sad emojis and they go on about their business. They do.
Like that.
And before the sad emoji, they was liking it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch that too. Because
Yeah.
when you say sad or negative, you get a like.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
right.
okay, I don't get
like, you know, okay, so maybe this is wrong of me, right? And I feel like, okay, I don't know, guys. So you know how people comment, like lately people put things up on statuses, and
Keep talking.
Okay,
I'm going to go to
sorry. I
that.
was like,
'cause we
what?
getting back.
where people put up on a status, they'll be like, "Pray for me. Don't ask what happened.
Yeah.
Just pray for me." Okay, it could just be me being nosy. Don't ask me for prayer if you're not gonna ask me. You're not gonna tell me what to ask Jesus about.
Yeah.
I could be saying, Jesus, deliver her from crabs. I don't know what it is that I'm asking for prayer for. Or and it could be something as simple as like, I'm about to take a test and I want to pass
Right.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm asking Jesus for. So I just need you. You don't got to give me the whole rundown, but just give me a little heads up.
But
Like,
some people
pray
don't
for
want to tell
mine.
their business. Comment.
But
But then you
God
shouldn't even
is-
ask for it.
God is a specific God.
Yeah.
He needs to. We need to know.
We need to know.
Don't have me
Speaking
asking
about
quick questions.
crabs, what's this girl name? I'm
Demisa.
sorry. Demisa. She said somebody on her news feed put up that her man, something about her man gave her Like
He gave us something, and then got mad when people asked what happened. You shouldn't have told us.
Yeah, you should.
And see, and that's another thing. Don't post nothing you don't want questions about.
Yes.
And that's why I don't post a lot of stuff. If I don't want you to ask me,
Right.
you will never see it.
Correct.
Exactly.
Right.
Because people are going to ask to be nosy, and then
It's not even nosy,
It's
it's-
have to be concerned.
Yes, right. I'm concerned. Sometimes it's like, well, what happened? I'm like, I'm not nosy, but
Right.
it's the human nature.
Right.
He gave you something. What he gave you? Like that's what they say.
Or I see people say, "Rest in peace to little man." You go, "Oh, damn, how he died." Don't worry about how he died. He's dead.
Right,
But it's
what
like,
happened to him?
What happened?
I'm asking a regular question, like, "Yes,
But-
mommy, we know God,
God knows,
God
mommy.
knows." But I need to know.
I just want to know what I'm asking him for.
That's
Like,
right.
But
God
then
knows.
what you just said. Okay, you don't want to say. So what if little man was murdered? You don't want to say, "Oh, he was murdered yesterday."
But don't put nothing
Don't
up.
put nothing
then
up.
I don't know. Just
Don't put nothing
I don't want
up.
half
You're
information.
gonna get
Because
questions.
you're doing it because you know people gonna ask
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
it's like back to the hospital bracelet. When people if you put a picture up of a hospital bracelet, right?
Everybody gonna
There's
say
a
it's
ton
wrong.
of things you can be in a hospital for.
For.
Immediately, I'm going to ask you, like, a lot of times, and never think that anybody that I've done this to, don't think I'm just being nosy. I will, like, some people I just scroll by because I'll be like, you just want attention. But if I genuinely care, I will probably inbox you and say, like, hey, if I have your phone number, I'll text you, hey, you good? What happened? Whatever. Because I genuinely want to know. I'm not even being nosy. But if you're talking about you in the hospital, that could be a range of things. You could have got something in your finger you need to get out. You could have something passed out. And like, I don't know what happened.
Right.
So I genuinely do actually want to know. I don't know. Like, I just feel like certain things, don't give me half the information. Don't give me some of it. Like,
Pieces.
Yeah.
Right.
let me know everything.
But
like,
don't get if you're gonna
exactly.
put half
Ghana syphilis. It's like, I don't know what you got.
if you're gonna put half out there, know you're gonna get questions. Be prepared for the questions. Don't get mad at me when I ask you questions because that's bait and switch. You baiting me, and then you're like, no, like don't do that. No,
Don't tell me too much about it.
No.
All right. So what do y'all think in terms of social media? Like things like, so I remember Facebook did a couple months ago, they had these pages where people were posting pictures of their boyfriends up and like, the basically was like, tell me if you know him.
What?
No.
So they did that?
Yes. So it was groups of women.
Oh, I never
They
heard
they
that.
were actual like regular groups, and they were groups of like women from different states. And you could be like, tell me if you know him. You post a picture of your boyfriend up for people to comment and be like,
I have never heard
if
of
you know him, or like,
The name of the
like,
site
I think it was like, girl, is this your
Do you
man or
know-
something?
Do you know him, sis?
Yeah, that's
Right.
the name of the
Like, do you know him? So it was kind of like, do you know him? Have you seen this man? Like,
ridiculous.
What?
Okay.
I feel like you need to do that. You need to leave him.
Yes.
I ain't posting my man. You know why?
I've never heard
In
that.
a group like that, there's girls I don't know.
Right.
Exactly.
And I mean, the main time,
Somebody
girl
that's
that's
young.
Right.
You're like, yep, I know. No, you don't.
Yep.
No, you
Like,
don't.
No, you don't.
No. And
I
no
mean-
girl says, "Is my man?" I'll find out. I'll
But
find out.
that is so messy. Some messy girl sat there in Facebook land. Hey guys.
Okay.
All right.
The weather's kind of messing with our service. We're sorry for the technical difficulties. We thank you for those who will come back and finish the conversation with us. We were talking about social media, how much is too much.
Yes.
So let us continue with that.
yeah, I mean, sorry, it was like kind of rapid. Was this live? I don't know. Yeah, so either way, I mean, like I said, it's just the biggest thing is that I just feel like that we were talking about, what we were talking about before before we went out was, we were saying about the sisters, just your man group, whatever. Stuff like that I feel like is messy. Like just
Very
don't,
messy.
Don't do it. Like you should not even want to get involved in stuff like that. Like, because like Tony said, there's going to be people that may not even know your boyfriend, but just to be messy, they're going to just hop on and just be like, oh yeah, sis, this your man? Yep, I know him, whatever. And you probably don't. Like you,
Really
I'm sure you
You
don't.
probably do know him, seen him. That doesn't mean you know him.
Right.
Right, like you gotta you need to know him,
Yeah.
and get out my business. And I mean,
I need pictures, y'all were together or something. Don't just tell you know him.
Exactly.
What's his mama name?
Some proof.
What she cooked on Sundays? I need to know everything. Don't.
That literally was some girl sitting there and was like, how can I mess up somebody's? Right?
but do you feel the same way in terms of, so again, this wasn't your social media, this was back when like you actually had to go to a website for stuff. before there was Facebook. And there was a website where people would put up things like why they broke up or when guys cheated on them. You put up like the cheating story, like you put up a story on there like
still think that's
why,
not
whatever.
Why?
Why?
Okay. But maybe he did me dirty. Like maybe
Well,
I should tell
then he did you
somebody.
dirty.
That's
Yeah.
between you and him.
That's
Yeah,
between you and him.
exactly.
Because somebody could do you dirty and go with the next one and treat her very well.
Right.
Why does she need to? Unless he in his relationship want to tell her what happened or that
It
pertains
makes
to their
you look-
relationship.
It makes you look bitter.
Bitter,
and bad.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. It makes you look bitter and bad.
Yeah.
Move on. The best way to have, I guess, an ex is to put your going out pictures, put up your pictures of you looking dressed, and you hang up your new boo.
Yeah.
You got to be bitter on there. Somebody did you dirty. So what?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Because all you're doing
Alright.
is making the new girl laugh and make her like, see,
very
okay.
good.
Even if she don't laugh, it's still not doing you no good. Do you want him back?
Yeah.
Sis, if you want him back, then you be messy. You be, then it makes sense. Well, not make sense, but then I can see, okay, you're doing that for a reason. But if you don't want him back, just, go about your business.
Yeah.
Especially if you left him. Half the time, they be like, well, then I left him. Well, then leave him.
Exactly.
You ain't got to post it. You ain't got to post it.
You don't.
I just feel breakups is something I always feel like maybe you should keep to yourself. It's just weird. I feel like, especially like I'll see girls that are just kind of like happy and in love, and then they'll be like, baby comes, and they'll be like, well, F him. Don't that stuff, like, keep that to yourself. You just
I like that Facebook now puts on memories, like on this day.
Yeah.
When I look back at my old me, I was like, yo, I was so
Yeah.
stupid.
What?
The stuff I posted about people and my day, and I look people like goat me and stuff and my emotions. I would never do that now as an adult.
Right.
So it's good. Look back at the old you, like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's
Those
true.
memories, sometimes those memories pop up, and they're good memories, though.
Yeah.
Like, those things are nice.
they're good stuff, but some stuff I delete. I be like, I don't even want that to even come back. I don't want that to come back up next year.
Thank you for reminding me that I put that up. It's getting deleted.
I don't even look at my memories because I'm like,
I don't even want next year for that to come back up and be like, again?
Yeah.
no.
I wouldn't know that to happen. So I go. So, I mean, thanks for the part right there. We were talking about social media, how much is too much. So just kind of like a final wrap up. Tanya, how much is too much? Where are we?
Post what you want. Just make sure everybody on your page are people that you deal with, that you rock with, and then post whatever you want. That's your page. Let everybody know. You don't like it, scroll up, block, delete. I post whatever I want on my page, and nobody can say nothing to me. That's my page. And I should have no people on my page just hating on me. And you all keep it to yourself. That's all I say.
Okay, Lonnie.
Same thing. I mean, it is your page. People want to control your page, but you can restrict something. Something. If I'm eating, I don't have to tell you every meal that I had, but I can be like, okay, I got a new job. Okay. I mean, is it fake if you restrict it?
You think that social media is real?
No. This is what I mean.
Like,
If I say you have to put everything up, okay, I put, okay, you don't put the bad stuff like, your breakup, but maybe you have not a bad day, not in the mood, okay, you put there. But if you just put like everything nice, everything is good, do they think, oh, that's not true? Because some people put like everything is all,
Yeah.
in their life, and and
I'm one of them.
You secretly know them like, no.
And I'm one of them. If you look at my page, you will not think there's a bad day in my life. But be honest. Think about it. Yeah, it is. But I choose not to share that with you.
I post some
Like,
negative days about MTA and A-Train.
yeah. Oh, well, every day, everybody do about NTA.
If you live in New York, you have to test. It's like I'll write a package.
Exactly.
It's for people to sit there and go, it's for people to know I know I'm not by myself. Like, oh yeah, me too, girl.
Right.
That's why I post like that. It's for people to have like camaraderie with me.
Yeah.
All right. Sean, what do you think?
I'm
What we posting and not posting?
very selective. Post what you want people to know. Don't post what you don't want people to know. I'm very selective in what I post and what I do not post. If I don't want you to ask me a question, if I would not tell it to you in your face, like straight to your face, I'm not. Because, I'm not going through the whole issue of selecting who I want this to go to. So if I want to talk to somebody, I'm going to call Tiffany, I'm going to call Yolanda, I'm going to call whoever. I'm not going to post it on Facebook. Personal stuff, keep it personal. Happy stuff, if you want to post, that's me.
my final thoughts on this is my tip. I said what I said. If you don't like it, delete me, unfriend me. There's a good old thing on my Facebook that if you hit it, it says friends. You drop down that menu, unfriend, block, delete, unfollow me. Don't like it.
Oh, Karen is watching.
Hey, Karen. Literally, unfriend me. If you don't like it, my Instagram, unfollow me. I said what I said. I always tell people that's one of my favorite things to tell people, that I'm never going to say something once that I'm afraid to repeat again, because I don't know whoever heard it is going to say to somebody else, like, she said this, that, whatever. And if you bring it back to me, I'm going to say it again. So the same thing goes with my social media. If you see it on there and you ask me about it, I'm probably just going to go ahead and be like, well, here we go. Like, I don't really care. So I said what I said. You don't like it, unfollow me.
Can I give a tip? I'm not tip, but can I give a tip?
Yes.
Oh, are we gonna do a Tanya tip tonight?
No. Use social media to uplift and to encourage.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
That is what
believe
social media
that's-
should be about. In the morning,
Yes.
say good morning. Put something positive up. We sit here, we do this webcast, and we hope that we are entertaining you and making your Tuesday nights a little better
Exactly.
every week. So as you do that
Make
with social
it
media
for- yeah,
and
make it
make
work
it
for
more
you.
of work, let it work for you.
Yes.
Do businesses.
Exactly.
Make some money. Be famous. Do stuff that's going to uplift the community and lift yourself. And that's what social media should be about.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what it should be.
It should reflect who you are.
Correct.
Let it reflect who you are. Don't put it up for attention.
Right.
Yeah.
Let your
Or
post
likes.
reflect who you are, because that's when people look at it, that's how they're going
I
to
meet
take it.
you. Whatever I saw on Facebook,
Yes.
that's who I should see.
Exactly.
When I meet you. And
Yeah.
when you see me, that's who you
And
see.
a lot of people, you see them on Facebook. Would you see them?
Totally different.
Totally different.
It's a catfish.
Totally different. Catfish. Totally different,
catfish.
but totally different attitudes. Like they be saying good morning on Facebook, but then you see them, they don't say nothing to you.
Yeah. I'm like that. I'm
You
like
know
that.
that?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No.
Because I don't be the one be like, hi, and you don't say nothing to me.
But if I
I'm
see
deleting
you,
you.
I'm not saying it.
No, I'm not deleting you.
I'm just like,
I don't delete anybody.
Oh, and we just wrapping up kind of like how we all feel. Tanya says your social media should be encouraging
To uplift.
to uplift
Make
people.
some money. Promote yourself.
yes.
Do it in a way it was meant to be, that you are putting yourself out there in the best light.
Yep. Absolutely.
Best light.
My social media is petty, and it's always going to be petty. I can't tell you when it's not going to be petty. I'd like to tell you something different, but
Hey, Elaine.
Hi,
Congratulations,
Elaine.
girl.
Congratulations.
yes, congratulations. Oh well, see,
We just did that.
we just did that, and now I feel like we should explain why we said that.
Yeah, my hand is
Because-
up.
But it's not our business to say that.
Okay.
I should look.
Yes.
Elaine, do you mind?
Do you mind if we show you
why
this?
We are congratulating you, girl. You let us know if it's okay why I said that. Because see, I didn't say that.
Exactly.
I should have said that.
I apologize.
Yes. Yes.
In the meantime, while we're waiting on Elaine's answer, yeah, Owen, I agree. I'm the same person, on and off. I'm crazy
Yeah.
on the social media. I'm crazy off social media. I think that's why, like, Shoshana, you made a comment, like, do you think social media is real?
Yeah.
Honestly,
She said, go ahead. Hold on.
Congratulations. My cousin Elaine is such a beautiful person. She
Yes.
has a big
Amazing.
heart, and she has helped and fostered and adopted so many children
over the
And
years.
We just got a new cousin today. She has adopted another little cousin.
Hey, Kareem.
We
Oh,
love her already.
congratulations.
Congratulations on our new member of our family.
Yeah.
We love him, and we keep
Keep being you, Elaine.
Keep
Yes.
being you.
Yes.
We cannot wait
Such
to
an
meet
encouragement.
him.
Such an encouragement.
Yes, so definitely. And Elaine does a ton of stuff. And Elaine is like amazeballs, y'all.
Yes,
So whatever.
yes, she is.
We love her. But yeah, I definitely feel like your social media should be a reflection of you. That's the one thing that I appreciate about, I think anybody that knows me knows, if whatever you see on my social media, when you meet me, that's me. Like, you're never going to see anything and just be
I
like,
have that on. I have that.
like, you just got to be like, hey, you know what? You're right. Most people meet me, I think, and they say, that's the first thing that people say to me is like, oh my God, I see your social media. You're so crazy. But the more that you're around me, you're like,
She really is crazy.
it really is me. It's pretty
Have
much.
y'all ever seen someone post something up and just one of them is just like, oh, shut up.
Oh,
So
all the time.
negative. And it's
Yeah.
just like, okay,
Yeah.
it's too early for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have literally sat and prayed for someone because of their social media account. No, I'm serious. No,
I didn't even shake my teeth. I'm just like, you so positive.
I'm not. I am literally so serious because I find that a lot of people look at people's social media and they go about their business. But if it's just constantly negative and constantly seem like, you know, their life is going down, you don't know what that person is going to do. And you don't know what they are going through. And you know, a lot of people you cannot inbox and say anything to or anything like that. So my only thing to do is to pray for them.
Yeah.
Because people put up stuff and it's like every day, oh, my day was so bad. Oh, I'm so sick. Oh, I'm
But
so
they lying. They want attention.
They want attention, but I'm praying for them to get out of that.
They lying.
They need to get out of that. They need to get happy. Because if you post you're upset so much every day, that's going to jump on you. Trust and believe. If you pulling on that, you putting on that feeling on you, you're going to turn around one day and be like, I'm so depressed. I don't know what's wrong with me. Because you want attention so bad because you feel like if I push on this attitude and this demeanor, people are going to cling to me and I'm going to get attention. But sooner or later, you're going to find out that you're going to be really in that box.
Yeah. Oh, I believe that.
I feel so bad because she said she sees things like that and she prays. I see stuff like that and I'm like, so about that. If I genuinely feel like you're going through something, it's fine. But like some people, I'll be like,
I say she delete. I don't delete. I just sometimes I'll be like, oh, help this person. I keep going.
I can pray for you. I can sit there and give good vibes. But if you put anything on my social media that I don't approve of, I delete you. Don't put dead babies on your post. I don't like that. Don't put people getting murdered. I will delete you because I don't want to see that. I want to see nothing on my page.
Even pictures of you holding a gun
and my friends having a good start. And everybody be having, like I said, a good life. You might have bad days. That's fine. I have my bad days. But certain things I do not want to see. And it's nothing against you.
Right.
If that's what you like to do and you want to see and share, I will respectfully delete you. That's it. You probably not going to notice anyway because you got a million followers. And nothing.
But then you know what? You get the people that, like Tiffany, the ones that just say, I don't want to see you whining every day. Then they hit up with the, I said what I said.
And what she said, if you don't like it, delete.
Exactly.
I delete you. That's fine.
Very easy. Post no more is because I blocked you.
And not only that, you don't have to delete people. What you can do, you can Facebook have the thing, you can unfollow them.
Right.
They'll still be your friend, but
just won't see
unfollow
their
them,
posts.
you won't see their posts. Let you go to their page.
I thought you was gonna say Facebook out. You can report them as spam. I'd be like, I do that too.
But Facebook is getting better with the restricted now.
Facebook getting too much with the restricting because Facebook sent me something the other day that I posted that was reported as spam, and I was like, it's me, and I had to like send them a message back like, no, Facebook, I said what I said, and they were like, you're right, it was spam.
What I don't like about the new restrictions is the music. Like I like hearing music on my page. Like I like that. And
I really feel like y'all need to, like they should give us music access. Y'all need to hear my
We don't
pre-games.
want nobody suing them.
Right.
Yes.
I get it. But I like
we would have music on here.
We sure would. Y'all should see us before we come on.
These pre-games are epic, y'all. Like they are
Maybe
epic.
one day we'll post
And see what happens.
behind the scene things, and maybe y'all might catch it
Yeah.
before they delete it.
Y'all gotta you gotta watch quick. All right, we'll let you know when we're gonna do behind the scenes. Y'all just gotta tune in quick before they take it down.
Yeah.
That's about it. These guys, for those who came back and tuned in, and sorry for those that we had the technical difficulty. Thank you guys for tuning back in tonight to our kind of ending of tea time. Thank you for maybe we can find some indie artists and they want to showcase their music, and if Facebook will allow us, I'm all for it.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That's cool.
Good idea.
I mean, I can't sing, so I can't showcase anything for y'all.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
all right, we're gonna look at that. But they were tuning in, guys, tonight to social media. Find out you're gonna put up or shut up. Make sure that I think that's the long run. If it's something you feel like you should put it up, fine. Get permission. If it's not yours, don't post it up. We talk about that with the music. It's not ours, and
yeah. But once you put the music out, I feel like it's public domain. Like I can listen to it. You want me to, right? I'm not making money off of it.
But I guess what you're doing is they don't want to be you're doing something negative.
And then associated with.
Now, right. So you don't think that's your. Please don't forget to go on YouTube, our YouTube channel. Tomorrow, New York is supposed to be snowed in. So if you home, you got nothing to do, catch up on Tea Time.
Tea time.
Tea time. Go on
There's 5
YouTube.
episodes there already. And subscribe.
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 View the video, subscribe it, like it, subscribe it.
Yes.
It's
And,
not the
and then the little bell at the end, then you can get notifications that we reposted things.
Okay.
The little bell.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ding, ding, ding.
we're talking about social media, but Tea Time is all over everywhere, y'all.
Yes.
So subscribe. Make sure you guys are on YouTube. We are also on Instagram, the T4, and go on there, like the page, like the post. We let you guys know about different things going on.
So we are here to uplift and encourage.
Encourage and be petty. All right, guys.
And lift and encourage. Petty.
I can't do that. All right, guys. Thanks so much again for tuning in. I'm Tiffany, and everybody we gonna
Shana, see you later.
All right, guys. Love y'all. See you.